regarding the search of who you are really, there is absolutely nothing to realize. If those words could enter into this fathomless depth of your heart, means of what is left when there is nobody needed to grasp at anything. This is the end of the journey. And each one is always here. If you need more explanation, please ask me. Let it be through silence or through talk. Let's see. You see, whatever moment you realize, like now for example, if you are quiet, don't mistake this for it, for who you are. It's just an expression, and expression can go or go on changing. Don't try to keep or to land on any realization, or to keep a certain state, or to try to repeat it, thinking, believing that that's it. And then you are freed from this belief that who you are as a certain true expression. Let it be freed from any fixed or crystallized state. Free yourself from beliefs, achievements, and realization, which makes you land somewhere and which makes you believe that you are covered.
Yesterday, when you spoke of the heart, I can't remember what you said, but I thought that you were speaking to me. I thought, oh, that message is for me. Now I've totally forgotten what it was, but what I'm aware of is a clinging of the heart. Like when you said it, I felt really fuzzy in my heart. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, that's me. I'm clinging with my heart to a sort of delight at meeting you and finding you.
But that's right. You can enjoy whatever is presented, but it doesn't mean you have to cling at it.
No.
To make it continue.
Right.
It will go on changing.
Yeah.
But when whatever comes is welcome. Welcome when it goes also. Is it that? Did you mean that? I don't know what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I just feel very strong feelings.
Yes, yes, the feelings comes from where you are. Feelings of yesterday have probably changed shape and color today. Yeah? Have you changed?
No. The same.
So if you don't cling to the reality of things, they change. Does what you call you, can it remain without any clinging?
It's always there.
That's all. And even this comparison can go.
I don't know anymore. I think I used to know something. Now it feels like I just don't know. It's a different experience.
You're lucky. Because you see, when you know anything, arrogance makes you arises. I know something. And so I achieved, it's the same thing. I achieved something, I know something. If knowledge leaves you, what's left?
Nothing.
That's more safe.
Knowledge is more safe?
No, nothing. It's more safe. You cannot lose it. So you just have to see that the nature of what you can lose is of non-reality. It's not real. So be free from the illusion to land on those unsafe realities. When the mind says nothing, because it's the mind, says nothing, it means in fact empty from grasping. So it's not that there is something like nothing. It's free from grasping, emptied from grasping. And what's left, nobody knows, is you are. Like Buddha, he never spoke of emptiness. He said emptied from notions. It's very different. But the religion made the concept of emptiness to be reached. And whatever you reach, you need some practice. So it reinforces their misunderstanding of their master.
I think I understood something that having, when we say having knowledge, means that we think it belongs to us. And
To me, at least.
as it's like the knowledge is everywhere, is everything. And when we need to tune into it, but it's not.
Speak first with I. Nobody. When the I.
When I need the knowledge, I can bring it through, but it's not having the knowledge in me, meaning storing in my cupboard, in my head and drawer.
Then you are a channel?
No, it's like feeling like having knowledge, when you say by grasping, means holding on to an idea,
Yeah.
to an answer.
Or an experience, or a feeling, or an answer, or a knowledge, yeah? They know.
So it's, I don't know, it feels like it's like having the knowledge, but learning it, then emptying it, and not holding it.
This is your experience? You see, this description may be there because it's exactly what I pointed out. You believe in that experience that you are emptiness. But you made this emptiness a concept. Emptied from grasping may not need emptiness as the mind understands it or as the mind experiences it. So this description is not accurate when you remove this experience of emptiness. So be still more free, be more immediate to who you are without grasping at any achievement or experience you got so far. Practice something?
Practice. What do you mean?
Simple question.
Like that.
That's like
What?
Huh? No, not it. You came to get some musical inspiration?
Conveniently.
Indeed. So be more sure than as a result of your thinking. Just be more sure, more immediate, direct. You don't need to pass through your mind. So you two, you are going tonight, huh? So you don't go back. Never let your mind telling I go back. You just go. If you have to leave, you have to leave.
Is there any sadhana that you recommend?
I recommend no sadhana. Absolutely no sadhana. Because you see, all this affair, this search of the self, of what's real, in itself is the first wrong step. You are prior to the search. So stay here. A sadhana will happen to somebody in time to reach somewhere. Let the sadhana fool you and tell him you will reach yourself. It is fooling on the line.
Fooling.
Fooling, yeah. you are fatigued now, no? Don't go tripping more. Just keep quiet where you are prior to anything. Yeah? It's interesting that the basic question is forgotten, huh? It's basic to ask if the assumption to be an individual, to be a name and a form is real. This is forgotten to be asked. The question.
Who am I?
Yes, who am I? And the answer itself is when you don't go anywhere, when you don't make effort and follow movements of mind which brings you into sadhana practice.
All sadhana is of the mind.
Absolutely. All efforts are from the mind, in time. And the one who does it, it's a certain name and form. So, let's not get lost into future, into the time and space. Let's just realize the nature of this time and space, of this name and form. It's passing by. Have you ever left who you are in reality when you don't give any name, any form to yourself? Do you need any sadhana, any time to reach there?
This body mind seems to feel it has to have activity or do something.
It can do whatever it likes, but let it not touch this subject. It's not for me. But one day it was terrible. I was coming for the first time to a guru, a famous guru, and for the first time I was going to his satsang and I was in front. Exactly, for no reason. You don't know what to do. It's just terrible.
What about laughter?
Who can laugh? Tell me. Who can laugh? Surely someone who doesn't grip us his mind. You can have a walk. Yeah. One's life. One has known just what is when he doesn't grip anything many times a day. The trouble is that one is so used to listen to his mind that he will give some reason for his unreasonable bliss or peaceful experience or laughter. So just see how this mechanism makes one believe that he lost himself if the same circumstances are not there, or how the mind puts oneself into time. Oh, I was like this due to this, and with such a person or landscape. So all those translations of mind come afterwards, are the grasping of the mind of something, otherwise he will not understand. So be freed from these translations. And if they rise, let them rise, but be freed from the confusion it may create. So, I am lost, I got a glimpse, it's no more there. All those things are suggestions of the mind. You need not listen to them. If your aim of life is to be freed, to be who you are in reality. Without covering yourself. You see, one has not to search who is really. It's not an object of search. So when there is this natural moment of expression that somebody doesn't grasp at anything, it happens many times a day, many times in one's life. When this happens, means it's not a happening. When is finally we stop grasping at anything. Expression like peace, love, bliss, total emptiness can rise. But they are expressions of what is ever, what is always there. Since someone grasps his mind by habit, not having heard that he could be freed from this hypnotism of the mind, he will make it an event. The mind puts him into time, telling the reasons why he was empty. It happened at this time, with this one, or with that landscape, whatever. He makes his natural, original nature result of some cause, because mind is like this, cannot work otherwise. So here one has to just be aware, not to be fooled anymore by the mind. What is causeless, is always here. The mind may tell anything, may suggest and analyze anything. Let it be like this, let it disappear, but let you not confuse yourself for circumstances. So don't put yourself into time. And it doesn't matter. Mind will go on, but the reality of it is demystified. What you can lose are only circumstances, are only reasons or causes, results and achievements. All this you can lose. So better not to make effort to find causes and to achieve everything.
Today I felt such a longing to be with you, and I'm not sure if that's something to let come and go, not to take, not to hold on, because it's something that passes and changes, or whether to...
You see, you just give the wrong object to your longing. It's not a longing to be with me. Who am I? Do you have a longing to be with a woman?
I know
It's a longing because you suppose and project that something here is freed, and you are longing for freedom. So you are longing to be yourself. Yes? So now, this is a separation that you create yourself, because you already are before this longing rises and disappears and changes, isn't it? So you may like the experience of longing.
You might like it.
You may like it. You can be freed from experience. To be free from any experience will give you absolute quietness.
The longing feels like an old track that I've popped you at the end of.
Don't follow that, because when you are in the past, you know it. So just be real, be now. Can any track can be traced now, only now? So who you are then here? Could you ask again this question? It's really not fun. Yourself is not even an inch separated from yourself. If you want to make it an experience, you have to separate, you have to create a separation. Inputting yourself in time and space. It's too much effort. And too much illusion. One effort, one illusion. You make one effort, you create one illusion. Always. And one illusion brings myriads of illusions. It is blue, it is skewed. One illusion is the head, and then the cue is endless. So better not to take that risk.
We always want effort. Illusion.
Yes. Absolutely.
I think I put the good efforts and bad efforts. It seems silly now, but that effort could be worthwhile.
I don't understand.
No, I mean, it's rubbish anyway.
Okay. Thank you, not to bring it
Yeah. Today I've been in a lot of emotional pain, and I've been making an effort to try to remember that I'm not that. So that's not appropriate to make that effort.
It's not appropriate. Yeah. You have to see that, you see, it's not like you are emotional and then you have to make effort to go back to where you were. All this is a talk of mind or feelings. You have to see rather that whatever rises, let's in this case emotions, just come and go. It's not you, and you cannot control it. That's surrender, you see.
So just to let it be.
No, they are not. They exist maybe, but they are not. They don't have this this beingness as a nature, they don't have any substance. That's why they go and come. So if you don't nourish the belief that you are taken by emotions, which gives very magically a continuity to it, a kind of real reality. It's your belief which gives a so-called continuity and then a so-called reality to it. So you have to see the nature of emotions. Is it what you bring, what you brought me now, is it here now?
The emotion?
Yes, you speak about emotions.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, by experience, do you sleep sometimes? Have you some deep sleep at times?
I'm not feeling like this now, but yes, sometimes.
At times it happens that you have a deep sleep.
Yeah.
So deep sleep means there you are not aware of emotions or whatever, otherwise it's not a deep sleep. So they come and go. They are not real. Who is aware of this coming and going? So it's not about you being without emotions. It's about realizing that maybe there is no one if you don't grasp of emotion.
There is no one, no emotion or no person.
Tell me now, try to keep quiet. I mean, just forget for a second your emotions. Or it's like, don't think of a monkey and then think of a monkey. Just free yourself for a second. You are here, you are safe. And if you like, what you leave aside, I can give you back. You can take it back yourself. So free yourself for a second of anything you know. Can you bring here your name?
Can I bring here my name?
Yes? In the space where you are left, without making effort, can you bring your name? Any name then, any form, without making effort. Yeah. Can you bring a name?
Not that
If you don't go to past, huh?
No.
No. Then remain here. Things go and come from here. If you don't live in the past, you see, you are always here. You can't wait.
It feels like a grasping to the future too, to change
course.
things and make things right.
Of course, if you grasp the past, you have to grasp the future, this is time. Past, so-called present, future. Free yourself from past. Live who you are in the present. Otherwise, you live in a dream. You are dreaming, you are not alive. And the surrender here, the surrender is, okay, I don't go back now to grasp past what I know from my so-called me. I don't go now to past. And whatever comes from now, I surrender. This is surrender. Don't worry. Body and mind will be taken care. If you worry, you have to take care. Very easy. There is no inner talk going on.
Yes.
Not troubling.
What you said before, worrying. If you worry, you have to care. And I'm just looking everywhere, and it's just so beautiful because every time you worry for, you have to care about it and created a dialogue all around it. I got really busy around this thought. It's a very beautiful truth, and got to that great responsibility in it.
Yeah. So you are responsible when you believe your mind. In any way, you can play roles of responsibility, but at least not to own responsibility. Let this owner disappear, not enter into the picture. You cannot have any references of freedom in appearance, in behavior. Everything goes on, looking the same. The one who is freed from hypnotism only not knows, but there is no one there who claims that the behavior. So, but from outside, everything will look the same. Because everything is an expression of what's real. Only when somebody grasps the thought, I am someone, the same expression becomes an illusion. The whole thing becomes an illusion. Otherwise, in freedom, there is no separation. But that's not understanding.
Mira,
Yes?
last night I was at a musical concert
Yes.
And I was just listening to the notes going into the past, second by second.
Yes.
But it was still so absolutely divinely beautiful.
Yes.
And I thought, I didn't know, I suppose my mind was trying to make a distinction between being and appreciating beautiful things.
Yes. Is it here now?
Only as I think about it,
Yes.
or hear it in my head.
Of course. So you see, it shows that whatever achievement or experience you get through a cause, here the music, could look like, when it's a sublime result, it can look like total beingness. But you have to lose it because it was caused by something. Or you have to go to your memory to remember it's not alive in the present. So that's why it's absolutely not advisable to run after those sublime moments which may look like real, because you lose them. It looks like real. Better than to be wise and to just realize in the moment when you hear now that the sublime moment is here now. If you don't glue on it a certain experience and a certain cause in time. This is to be free from circumstances. This is your original nature, which is always here. Now go to concert if you like. Don't mistake experiences for yourself. Thank you very much.